Hello and welcome to the LinkHMS introduction video. In the next few minutes, we'll show you what LinkHMS is and walk you through some of the most common workflows that our hospital management system can handle. For your convenience, you'll find timecodes in the description and along the video timeline. So if you want, for example, to jump straight to the electronic medical record section, just follow the corresponding timecode. The goal of any hospital management system is to help you organize patient records, track visits, manage invoices, maintain pharmacy stock, and much more. But most importantly, it helps your clinic serve more patients every day by giving doctors fast access to accurate patient information. Getting started is simple. Open our website linkhms.com and click the Start Free Trial button on any page. Complete the clinic registration form and confirm your email. Now your clinic instantly has a fully functional HMS system. It is that simple. We recommend that all new admins walk through the short onboarding you see on your screen to set up the clinic. LinkHMS is built around a simple structure. Your clinic has departments, each department provides certain services, and doctors work within those departments. To get started and keep everything organized, you should create your department, add services, and invite your colleagues to collaborate. All of this can be managed in Administration tab. Let's set up a clinic step by step. First, add a new department. Next, navigate to the Service tab and add a new service or edit one of the pre-built options. The duration you set for a service will determine how booking slots appear in the calendar, and the price will be used in invoices, so choose those carefully. Now it's time to add your first colleague in the Human Resources tab. New users will need to confirm their email, just like you did during registration. After that, add a new doctor to the department you created. And make sure that services are properly assigned to the departments, so those users are authorized to provide those services. We have a dedicated clinic setup tutorial. The link is in the description of this video. Besides doctors, you can create user accounts with different roles. Currently, LinkHMS supports accounts for administrators, receptionists, doctors, nurses, lab workers, and pharmacists. You can pause video and see full list of permissions on your screen. The user's role is selected while creating their account, the same way we did earlier. Time to look at how our new users collaborate. Later in this video, we'll review the appointment calendar, which you can see on your screen right now. This is where your staff and administrators work together to manage visits and the patient queue. Now let's look at how working hours are managed in this calendar. As an administrator, you can set the clinic general working hours in the Settings tab. Personal schedules for doctors, which appear in the clinic calendar, can be edited in their profiles under the Human Resource tab by either the clinic administrator or receptionist. For example, we can set our newly created user, James Gray, to have Thursdays off and mark him as unavailable this Wednesday from 1 to 2 p.m. Remember, a personal work schedule cannot extend outside of the clinic's general working hours, defined by the clinic administrator in the Administration tab. If we return to the calendar and check the schedule, we see that James Gray is now marked as unavailable at the times we set earlier. The calendar view in LinkHMS is based on the time slots you defined for services in the Administration tab. It is designed to help the receptionist see the full clinic schedule across all departments and doctors for any day, track planned visits, and quickly find empty slots for new bookings or walk-in patients from the queue. Receptionists can also update the visit status to notify the doctor that a patient is confirmed for today or has arrived. When a visit is marked as patient arrived, the doctor will see the time slot highlighted in purple with the status waiting. As you may have noticed, all the visits in the calendar are linked to individual patient names. In LinkHMS, every visit is defined by 4 elements: the patient, the attending doctor, the time of the visit, and the service provided. We've already covered everything on that list except patient profiles. In the Patients tab, you'll find a list of people with profiles in your clinic. You can search through patient profile easily. LinkHMS will display similar names along with their dates of birth, so there is no need for patients to carry card or memorize ID numbers. You can also apply filters to narrow your search. Let's create a new patient profile. A patient card contains all the essential information: name, date of birth, insurance number, basic medical details, and contact information. Our new patient, Adam Smith, has now been added. Time to arrange a visit for him. Adam wants to see a general doctor for a routine consultation, and in our case, Dr. Gray is available. First, choose the type of visit, outpatient or inpatient. For now, let's focus on an outpatient visit. The search field at the top makes it easier to find the patient by name and date of birth, or create a new patient instantly. Again, no need to memorize any IDs or numbers. Once the visit is booked, it is receptionist's responsibility to keep the visit status updated. When the patient arrives, they can mark the status as arrived, and now the doctor or nurse can start the visit. We've now entered the LinkHMS electronic medical record section. The key thing to understand is that medical record, such as complaints, procedures, lab tests, prescriptions and more, are organized by visits. Think of it this way. The patient's profile, or electronic health record, EHR, is like the main folder. Each visit is a subfolder containing all related files, prescriptions, notes, and diagnoses for that specific visit. At the same time, all those records are unified within the patient's EHR in one place. You still can see all records by category or chronologically in the patient's profile. And nothing stops you from opening a profile and adding a prescription, note, or any other record outside of a visit if needed. I'll demonstrate that later. Now let's return to the visit flow. It is designed for doctors to go through the patient case in a natural order, starting with the patient complaints and moving through examination, diagnosis, procedures, and prescriptions. Each tab can be used at the doctor's discretion and none of them are mandatory. Let's walk through the tabs using a gastric ulcer case as an example. We start at complaints, where the patient words are recorded in free text field. Patient reports a burning pain in the upper abdomen. Next, the doctor can check or update the medical background. In this case, there is nothing significant to add. We then proceed to the physical examination tab. Here, we'll enter typical findings such as patient alert, mild discomfort, stable vital signs. Vital signs can also be edited in a dedicated tab. Fasting blood sugar, for example, 88, and random blood sugar 112. Moving to the allergies tab, for example, can be a food allergy to strawberries. Next is the diagnosis tab. LinkHMS is integrated with the World Health Organization ICD-11 database in real time. As soon as the doctor starts typing, the system suggests matching diagnosis with the ICD-11 data codes. Then we have procedures where we can prescribe, for example, endoscopy. In the prescriptions tab, we can see the World Health Organization database integrated alongside with the clinic's in-stock pharmacy items with prices per unit. This allows the doctor to prescribe medications that are immediately available to the patient. For this case, we'll prescribe omeprazole, specify the way to take it, and add something more. Next is the analysis tab. Here we can order tests that are added as a clinic services, for example, Helicobacter testing. Doctor can also add vaccinations, comments for the final printed visit report, and review service provided to ensure the invoice is generated correctly. In our case, that's the consultation and the Helicobacter testing. At this stage, the doctor can end the visit or navigate anywhere in the EMR and return later. All data is saved automatically. There is no need to click save. The doctor can resume the visit anytime by selecting continue visit in the calendar or from the patient profile. LinkHMS makes every visit faster and more accurate. There is no need to dig through paper records or rely on the patient's memory. Past entries for each tab are just a click away, allowing doctors to provide better care in less time. For example, completing 12 visits a day instead of 8, all while maintaining a detailed, reliable patient record. At any point of the visit, you can print the full summary. This summary will be nicely branded with your clinic's logo if you'll upload it, name and address. It will contain every record you made during the visit, structured in a comprehensive manner. Everything that you've just seen is automatically added to the patient's electronic medical record. If you open her profile, you will see the summary of recent activities by category, the historical view of the past visit, or even focus on something specific like the most recent prescriptions, if that is what you need. All invoices and other records are also available there. Everything is kept in one place, making it easy for authorized staff to access without having a search through paper files or separate systems. Now let's see how everything in LinkHMS is interconnected. Prescriptions created during a visit are instantly sent to the pharmacy. Laboratory tests, orders go directly to the lab, and services appear in the patient's invoices, where the receptionist can view them. Let's quickly see this in action. I've switched to a pharmacist account. You'll notice the interface is different. Pharmacists don't see the same tabs as administrators. For example, they can't access patient medical records or lab orders. This is done to protect sensitive data and streamline clinic operations, so every team member only sees what they need. As a pharmacist, I can browse patient prescriptions, manage invoices, monitor and update stock. When we search for the patient in the pharmacy module and open their profile, we can see past complete sales, newly prescribed medications ready to dispense, and in our previous visit we prescribed omeprazole and sucralfate. When the patient arrives, the pharmacist already knows what and how much to prepare. No need to run around with papers or confirm anything with the doctor or receptionist. To process the sale, select the prescribed items, create the invoice. Once paid, mark it as paid. The stock updates automatically. Now the invoice can be printed for the patient, and the workflow is complete, fast, accurate, and fully paperless within the clinic. For detailed guide on pharmacy management, you can find a link to a dedicated tutorial in the description. Now I'm in a lab worker account. From it, I can see the list of the orders that are coming to the lab from doctors and complete them. I can open the test, type in the result, and change its status to completed. The doctor will see the result I entered if they open this test order on their end in LinkHMS. Just like with the every page, test results can be printed here. This is how a receptionist account looks like. Together with admin users, they can access the Invoices tab and manage payments. In the Invoices tab, you can see the list of past invoices and their statuses. To create a new invoice, you need to find the patient by the name. When you open their profile, you'll see the list of their services that were entered into an EMR and haven't been paid as of now. Select the service you want to add to the invoice, save the invoice, edit it if needed, and change the status to claimed or paid. The principle is the same as in the pharmacy module. Here you can print an invoice and give it to the customer. Automation and convenience. In this video, we walked through the complete workflow in LinkHMS, from creating a patient to printing an invoice. We built our hospital management system with simplicity in mind, making it very easy to get started. Watching this short tutorial is more than enough for beginners to start using the system confidently. At the same time, LinkHMS is a robust application that meets all the needs of a modern clinic. And it's impossible to cover every scenario and detail in a single video. So feel free to check the description for more explanatory videos on specific topics. Explore our website or reach out to us directly. Thank you for watching and have a great day.